Good morning. Before I start my formal speech on behalf of the Minister for Education, I want to make a few brief observations. One, the last time I was on this campus, in this very same hall, it was a very charged moment and atmosphere. At the time, I was still vying to be retained as the Member of Parliament for Bulsa South, with the hope that my party would be given the mandate. Today, I'm back here as the Member of Parliament for Bulsa South and the Deputy Minister for Education. Observation number 2. When I arrived, the Vice-Chancellor was in a caucus with other dignitaries. And when he had a chance for us to be close to each other, the first thing he said to me was, "This is an academic institution, no politics." And I agree. The third observation is that I've always wanted to be like my senior brother, Professor Lumumba. When I grow up, I want to be like him. And as part of that effort, I sought to find out if I had anything in common with him. Thankfully, I just discovered that much like him, I also like to drink coffee in the morning. The last observation has to do with your sense of punctuality. And I must commend the Vice-Chancellor, the lecturers, the management, and the students of this institution. I have attended many events of this nature. And unfortunately, it has always been the case that I have to arrive and wait for 30 minutes, sometimes 1 hour, before the event commences. In your case, you were right on time. Mr. Chairman, colleague ministers of state, if present, colleague members of parliament, if present, the Vice-Chancellor, the Pro-Vice-Chancellor, the Chancellor of the University, the Acting Registrar, traditional leaders, distinguished professors and lecturers, deans and directors, heads of departments, esteemed guests, students, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor and a privilege to be here today at this distinguished University of Education, Winneba, to participate in this important public lecture series under the thought-provoking theme, quote, "Empowering Minds, Shaping Futures for the 21st Century," unquote. And let me be quick to add that the Honorable Minister for Education, Harun Idrisu, wouldn't have been here himself, but he is attending to an equally important national assignment that, in fact, has everything to do with your university and other educational institutions. He is presently, at this very moment, inaugurating the Ghana Education Trust Fund Board, otherwise known as GET Fund. And as you know, the role of GET Fund in the provision of educational infrastructure and in support of education is one that cannot be denied. So it is for this reason that he has asked me to represent him. Indeed, the theme for today's talk resonates deeply with the mission and vision of the Ministry of Education, and indeed with the national agenda for educational transformation. We are at a critical juncture in our nation's development, where the quality of education we provide today will determine the trajectory of Ghana's future tomorrow. The 21st century presents both immense opportunities and complex challenges. Rapid technological advancements, globalization, and the evolving job markets demand an education system that is dynamic, inclusive, and future-oriented. To truly empower minds and shape the future, we must embrace innovation, nurture critical thinking, and foster creativity in our classrooms. At the Ministry of Education, we are committed to creating an ecosystem that supports lifelong learning, teacher development, and the integration of digital tools and resources. Initiatives such as the Ghana Accountability for Learning Outcomes Project, GALLOP, curriculum reforms, the emphasis on STEM education, and the investments in infrastructure and digital platforms are all steps in the right direction. But policy alone is not enough. We need institutions like yours to lead the charge in reimagining teacher education and research in pedagogy. You are the bedrock of quality education. Your role in training the next generation of educators is not only vital, but transformative. Let us together ensure our teachers are not just transmitters of information, but facilitators of learning, mentors, and role models. As we gather here today to deliberate, reflect, and exchange ideas, I urge all of us to consider how we can collaboratively build an education system that is equitable, resilient, and responsive to the needs of the 21st century. To the students here today, you are the future of this nation. Embrace learning not just as an end, but as a lifelong pursuit. Your curiosity, passion, and sense of purpose will shape the future of Ghana and beyond. To the organizers of this lecture series, I say, Ayiko, I say, Nagode, I say, Martin Jiam, I say, Akeli, I say, Uhia. I say Ayiko for creating this platform for intellectual discourse. It is through such engagements that we will challenge norms, explore possibilities, and craft pathways to better educational futures. Let us continue to empower minds and shape futures for our children, our communities, and our beloved nation. In closing, in the words of Nelson Mandela, quote, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world," unquote. Let us wield this weapon wisely to shape a future where every Ghanaian child can dream, innovate, and lead. Thank you once again, and may this lecture series inspire transformative discussions and actionable outcomes. God bless our educators. God bless UEW. God bless our motherland, Ghana. Thank you.